Hey guys, welcome back to Stuck in the Elevator, an oddly specific podcast about oddly specific things. I'm Poke.
And I'm Poke.
And we're stuck in an elevator.
Uh-huh.
Today, we're talking about old TV shows, kids' TV shows. You know, the ones that you'd watch when you're like, I don't know, 2 or 20. Or, yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poke, you've been talking about kids' TV shows lately as we've been stuck in this elevator. Stuck in this infinitely falling elevator. Is there any that you want to discuss now?
Well, the first show that I can remember watching is this cartoon. Well, of course it's a cartoon. Wow Wow Wubbzy. It's a children's cartoon, as the focus of the episode implies.
Yeah.
I have very little memory of it, but I just remember watching it, and I remember loving it.
I think I remember seeing, like, at least a lot of these shows that have aired. I remember I have not vividly, but I have watched before at some point, but I do not remember anything about them. For example, I don't remember anything about this. I think the Penguin was a superhero in some episode or something, like a villain.
There's a penguin?
He's like, I don't know, he had like the little cap with like the propeller on it. He was blue. I don't know.
Oh, that might be,
I don't know these characters.
Wow. See, I don't remember their names.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of a different show. Wow Wow Wubbzy. I remember there was...
Hold on, that sounds familiar.
Now this show, I remember finding a CD of this movie. And...
There's a movie?
Well, there were like direct-to-DVD stuff, or like TV specials, essentially. I remember finding it, and when I was like 10, and I was very scared to watch it. Not because of the content, but because I'd be watching a preschooler show. So, this is like one of the first times I ever stayed up to past midnight, just so I could watch that. And I don't remember anything about it. Literally nothing.
That's not... Okay, so the blue penguin with the little propeller hat sounds familiar. And I can... Oh, Pablo! From Backyardigans!
Yeah, that's his name? I don't remember names. I got...
It was a 3D animated thing, right?
Yeah, it was 3D, and he was like, I am a penguin.
Yeah, Pablo the penguin. In fact, yeah. I knew it was familiar. It's 3D animated.
Yeah.
Was he a superhero? There's a lot of... I gotta check.
I don't know. I'd be surprised if there was a...
Oh, he's got anxiety.
What noises do penguins make?
I don't know.
Well... I don't know what penguins sound like. I don't know.
I don't know what episode he turns into... Okay. I really don't know what episode he would turn into a superhero. But I do know that is a trope that would happen in Backyardigans. Because that's just a thing. It's like one of those children's shows. I watched it, if you can't tell. This is actually on the list of things that I wanted to talk about.
You kept a list. Where? There's nothing to write down in this elevator.
It's on my phone. I have my phone right here.
You have service?
No, it's in my notes app.
Oh, yeah.
Also, we looked on Wikipedia yesterday, didn't we? Or not yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Oh, I guess it was yesterday. Dang, it's been a while in this elevator. I'm
Yeah.
losing my sense of time.
Yeah,
I thought it was like a couple weeks ago. But yeah, Backyardigans is one of those shows that's like a compilation of miscellaneous adventures that like don't actually happen together. They just exist as if they're kids like playing in a backyard, having like role playing together or something. And like they're playing adventure games, or they're like racing, or they're pretending to be superheroes.
or pretending to fall from a cube from the sky.
Okay, yes, there is an episode where they become superheroes. Pablo is a pirate.
Pablo the Penguin Pirate. They all start with P.
I remember that costume. I might have watched this episode.
I remember having like
I think I've watched this episode.
I think I've seen that one too. When like I don't remember much of like child shows exactly. Like oh yes, I can know I've seen these episodes, so I just gotta watch episodes 4 and 15 through 15 to basically catch up with all the missing information.
Yeah, I think I have watched it. I think I've watched every episode actually.
I remember having a coloring book of it and I remember losing that color book. That is all I remember about it. I barely even used it. I was like, oh no, I lost.
I think this is the movie. Is it like Super Secret Super Spy or something?
Is this still on Backyardigans?
Yes, it's still on Backyardigans.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the movie. I figured I found it. And actually, I love that movie. It was great. I love that. It's great.
It's
great.
Should have gotten the Oscar.
Pretty neat. I think they pretty much just pulled. They just pulled 4 episodes of The Backyardigans, of like 4 actual episodes that aired, and that's it. Because I do remember watching this specific, the featured 2-parter episode.
That's what a lot of those like kid shows did for like the DVD releases. It's just like 4 episodes put onto a DVD. I mean
There's a lot of D.
That'd make up a lot of. That's like about an average movie time, right? They're about 20 minutes long. 4 is like, holy flip, that's a lot of movies.
Okay.
There's like, It's Great to Be a Ghost, The Snow Fort.
The first episode ever I remember watching, I definitely remember watching, is the first episode ever made in the season. I think it might have been, yeah, it's the first episode ever, and I definitely remember watching it, absolutely.
When did Backyardigans release? Because, like, I'm looking at this list of DVD movies that you really showed me.
Oh, and they dug up letters that weren't X's. Okay, so...
When did this TV show air?
October 12th, 2004 in the US. That's 4 days after my birthday. Literally.
Wow, that's like at least 2 days.
This show is as old as I am. Oh my god. Wow. I can't believe that.
Then that means that the movie The Surf's Up not ripped off the Backyardigans with their movie and their DVD release of the movie Surf's Up of the same name. Because we all know Surf's Up is a copyrighted term by the Backyardigans and only the Backyardigans. They also copyrighted Any Missions to Mars, Robots, and Christmas. The Backyardigans own Christmas.
Surf's Up really is an episode, dang. On a DVD called Surf's Up.
That's what I was talking.
Oh, that's your joke. I'm a fool. I'm a fool.
And it was like that movie was interesting. It was like a documentary kind of styled thing of like digital penguin surfing.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, I'm a penguin and I'm in the ice caps and I love the surf. And then the parents, what is surfing? And then like a whale comes and the chicken's there, and that's all I remember. It's just a whale with a chicken, and they're like, yo, come surf with us. And then the rest of the movie's just blanked out.
I don't remember the chicken or the whale.
The whale was what they rode on. It was kind of like the bus, and the chicken was like it was like more of like a rooster, I guess. It was like the real chill kind of like surfer kind of dude.
Oh, that chicken! I kept thinking of the chicken from Moana, and I was like, that's the wrong chicken.
Oh yeah, about 10-15 year difference there. I don't know when Surf's Up released, but
2007.
Oh yeah, then they really did rip off the Backyardigans. Oh my gosh.
Hold on, I do need a...
Please tell me Pablo surfs in Surf's Up.
He does.
Oh my god, they really did. And there's water there too.
Hold on. So in the Wikipedia for the the Surfs Up Wikipedia, they can actually place the exact type of penguin that these penguins are. Like, the main character is a, quote, a northern rockhopper penguin.
Oh yeah, aren't those like distinct though? They got like the golden eyelashes, like eyebrows or something.
Yeah,
like
they
that.
got the golden eyelashes, and they were also in Happy Feet.
Yeah, that was
They're
another one.
endangered.
Oh no.
They're not extinct though, which is at least better than extinct.
As long as Surf's Up still exists, they will not be extinct. Surf's Up, the movie from 2007, is the only thing keeping this species of animals alive. And I guess Happy Feet.
Okay, so there's a northern rockhopper penguin, and there's also a southern rockhopper penguin.
Well, where's the western?
The southern one is vulnerable but not endangered. So it's higher ranked, or it's like less of a danger ranked than the northern one.
The northern dude is he's in some thin ice.
Now I want to look up Happy Feet
Yeah, that's
see. There's a second Happy Feet.
if I recall, there was a third as well with like
There's
Krill.
a third Happy Feet.
Yeah, there was. I remember having like the direct-to-print book of the third movie, and there was like a
Wild.
I don't remember much about it. I think it was the main character from One's Kid was the main character, and there was also Krill. Krill were like a side character, and they were like, "Oh, we are separated from the rest of the pack. Let's go adventuring." And the other one's like, "Oh, I don't want to go adventuring." And then I'm there like, "How am I in the water?" I swear Happy Feet 3 exists.
It's okay. Not released yet.
Oh, I'm a time traveler.
I think you may be talking about 2.
Yeah, it must have been 2 then. Yeah, as I'm looking it up, it was 2.
Okay.
That was the one with the Krills and the
Many fans think that the movie would be released around 2016, 2017, 2018, or 2019, but said to be false and hoax.
They're really hoping for every year, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Apparently, if you go on the Happy, I wonder if this.
Okay, so I'm looking more at this thing about Happy Feet 3, and something in like this one fandom Wikia entry says that it's going to be released November 20th, 2020. And on one hand, I doubt that, but on the other, I really want it to happen. Just so we can talk about it or something. Apparently it was apparently this article was edited recently. And it had earlier said November 6th, 2020. I'm pretty sure this is just being made up to get people's hopes up, but at the same time,
Yeah.
wild.
So, the director, George Miller.
Yeah.
I went to his Wikipedia page, and apparently, and there's a thing for his unrealized projects, and there's a page for Happy Feet 3, and the entry reads, in a November 2011 interview, Miller was asked if he had any plans for Happy Feet 3. He replied by saying, "If you put a gun to my head and said you have to come up with a story for Happy Feet 3, I'd say shoot me." So, I kind of want a sequel, well, a third movie, really bad now, because I want to see what the hell they came up with, where it would be at that point, where it would be like, Mumbles had a kid, and he's in high school, Penguin High School, whoa!
Wait, hold on. Was that a joke? Because I am on the exact same page, and it does not say anything about Happy Feet 3.
It is not a joke. Let me link you the page. It's just
Oh, it's a whole nother article. Okay.
it's real.
Put a gun to my head and said, you have to come up with a story for Happy Feet 3. I'd say shoot me. I would have no idea. I really would have no idea.
You know,
Okay.
there's only really so many stories you
If that happens, we've got the energy. We'll do a third one. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It's the only way you can do it. And that's like really valid actually. That's how you write stories.
you point a gun at someone's head and say, "Write Happy Feet 3."
No. It's the stories creep up on you. You have to allow the stories to come, and then they get in like little earworms in your head, and they won't go away. And that's how you write.
Yeah.
This is very off topic. I did
mean-
not expect this to be.
Well, I mean, we are about oddly specific topics. I mean, this is
That is
fairly
fair.
oddly specific. The canceled movie of Happy Feet 3 from 2011. You know, I feel like there's some things that I would be in the same boat. If someone pointed a gun at my head and told me to make Poke the Minesweeper God 2, I'd tell them to pull it. Now, I've already elaborated a story. I've finished the whole saga in Poke the Minesweeper God 1. In that 10-minute reel, the story was perfectly crafted to have the beginning, the climax, the road to the climax, the other mumbo jumbo and stories, and then the climax and the conclusion. That's what stories are.
You had
It was
two
like-
climaxes.
Well, let's throw a third one in.
I dropped the mic. I hit the cord, and I dropped the mic. I was laughing so hard.
Now, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna be like, oh yeah, the minesweeper, the mine? Well, since I'm a character, I'm the main character in Poke the Minesweeper God. So,
Obviously.
what do you expect me to do? Have my kid go to Minesweeper High and like hang out with the other high schoolers that are also just versions of Minesweeper, and the movie just consists of him solving the Minesweeper puzzles that are people that are literally them, but little does he know is that solving the puzzles changes them, and like it turns out that he's actually the villain of the story, and then like I have to like confront my own son of destroying the entire Minesweeper school. Why would there be a Minesweeper high school? Why would I
Why
send my
not?
child? You know what? I wish I went to Minesweeper High, because then the yearbook would look like the mines, like a big old Minesweeper page, and it'd have like the little smiley guy with the sunglasses at the top. That would be awesome. And the mines would like shape out numbers for like the year. That would. You know what? The more I talk about this, the more this is not sounding like a bad idea. Keep your ears out, fellas, or should I say, keep your eyes out for some mines. For Poke the
Your
Minesweeper.
minds out? Keep your minds out?
Yeah. Keep your minds out for Poke
That's
the
terrible.
Minesweeper 2. It will blow you away. Why? Anyways, we should get back on topic on children TV shows.
Definitely.
Now. So, have you heard of the show Yo Gabba Gabba?
I have, in fact, heard of the show.
Now,
I've actually never watched it.
I
mean, I watched one episode, but that's it.
I've only
I know
watched
there's a
one.
robot.
Yeah,
He
there is
plays
a
the
robot.
guitar. Not a guitar. It's a guitar.
Oh yeah, like the
Guitar
cool
and a
ones.
keyboard next,
It's
like
like-
combined.
Those
They just
things.
mash them together.
Yeah.
Who decided that was a good idea?
Me.
I mean, like-
I did.
Oh.
I was the
Okay.
robot. I am in Yo Gabba Gabba.
Like it was a pretty cool idea, but like thinking about it, like if we just pretend it didn't exist for a moment, if we thought about mashing a keyboard and a guitar together, that seems pretty weird. Like, why would you do that?
I've seen them before in other media. It could be a real thing.
It is a real thing.
It is a real thing.
It is in fact a real thing.
Why is it a real thing?
Exactly. Like, it's pretty cool in application, but in concept, you have no idea why anyone would have thought of that.
So what if we got a guitar, an acoustic guitar, and we ripped out all the stuff they liked about it, and we threw in a digital keyboard? Screw you! I'm making it. My name isn't John Keytar.
Inventor of the keytar.
Inventor of the keytar. Oh boy, did he prove them right?
You really did. Anyways, you were gonna say you had something you wanted to say.
All right, so in Yo Gabba Gabba, so a lot of kids shows, they have little segments where it's like the songs, right? Kids love songs, and they like little earworms,
Yeah.
right? Yo Gabba Gabba was no exception to this.
Mm-hmm.
There was musical songs in this. Now, I've seen only one episode of the show. I was probably 3, and I remember it very detailed. So, the characters were, they were going to, like, I think they were having a picnic or something. And then they were like, one of the characters was like, oh hey, we need some fruit. We should get some fruit for our picnic. Because we love fruit, because we're kid show characters, and fruit is healthy, right?
Yeah.
Now then one of the characters walks off. And then just out of nowhere, there was like a whole orchestra of people just appearing on the thing. And it was a song. And it was like, we love the banana. We love the... And it was pretty much repeating that for a good 2 minutes. And I was scared out of my mind.
Oh,
These... It was like, we love the banana. We love the banana. And I'm like, I do not. And I've never had a banana since. But, you know, I feel like this is a fair, unjust treatment of banana, right? You know, maybe they were right. Maybe they did like banana. Maybe they had reason to banana. I mean, the funny minions do. Why shouldn't I? I'm a minion. Now, does that mean I'm gonna go out and eat a banana? No. It still haunts me to this day. For the people listening at home, or wherever you are, well, Poke over here just sent me a link to the song I was talking about, and I am very disappointed. I am oh so disappointed in you right now. Of course, I'm not afraid of it now. As much. But anyways, yeah, that sure was Yo Gabba Gabba, and all one episode.
Yeah. Okay. What else? Another show that exists that I watched was Little Einsteins. And I vividly remember, like, sections of episodes, but not, like, whole episodes.
I think this is one that I refused to watch. I don't remember why, I just did.
It does look like a little baby show.
I was like 4, and I'm like, I'm a big boy. I'm too old for this. I'm gonna watch the Food Channel.
I loved this show. I absolutely loved it. I refuse to admit that I loved it, but I loved it. It's a great show. Well, I mean, like...
If you watched it now, would you still say it was a great show?
Probably not. But it's a great kids show, to be fair. But it's basically all about music, which you would not expect from a show called Little Einsteins. But like they going around in their little rocket ship, zooming through the sky, Little Einsteins. And they go around, and of all the episodes that I remember vividly, they have one featured song, they have a featured artwork, and for the entire plot of the episode, they're just trying to find instruments. And I don't know why. I don't remember why.
Just go to the store.
I think they're like magic instruments, and that's why they have to find them.
Then go to the magic store.
No, the magic instrument store.
Oh, yeah, the magic instrument store. You know, the Enchanted Ted's music store. Right behind the real Ted's music store. Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
Something.
I don't know. But yeah, I only remember like really specific parts of that. Of scenes in Little Einstein. Like, there's this one Halloween themed episode. The main character, I don't remember his name. He had red hair and green glasses. And he had a little wand, a conducting wand. But like, it was a Halloween episode. They were all in a mansion for some reason. I don't know why.
To find the magical key
No,
card.
they just were there, and the magical, the magic instruments were coming to them, dressed up in like costumes and stuff, and like making magic noises.
Ooh, I'm a slide whistle in a pirate hat. Ooh. What?
And like, yeah, there's a featured song in all of them, so they were all doing the exact same song, but they just were different instruments. So it was like a flute doing I don't know, Moonlight Sonata. It's a flute doing Moonlight Sonata, and then there's a violin doing Moonlight Sonata, and then there's a cello doing Moonlight Sonata, and it's like so repetitive, but it definitely works as a show. And that is Little Einsteins, summarized by Poke.
Magical kids flying around in a car without a license, stealing instruments.
Rocket is not just a car. I will not let you blasphemize.
Alright, a bus. Or maybe a submarine.
Okay. Technically, all three. Because it could transform, like the bus from Magic School Bus. But, still. But Rocket's name is Rocket. Because they're a rocket. They're a spaceship. They're going through the sky. Zooming. Little Einsteins.
Yeah.
It is a rocket ship. It's not just a car. And I will not let you blasphemize.
What kind of music do they play on the instruments that they found while driving in the car?
It's all classical music.
All royalty-free classical music?
Yeah.
So it's a bunch of kids in a car without a license, breaking into places, stealing people's instruments, and playing royalty-free music on them. Or you could also say, my last weekend.
You don't have a driver's license. Wait, hold on. We've been stuck in the elevator that weekend.
Well,
You couldn't have done that. I can't. You stop lying. Don't lie to our viewers.
well, I mean, I didn't leave the
Our
elevator.
listeners. You could leave the elevator.
No, I didn't leave the elevator.
Oh.
Uh,
You go in the elevator?
yeah,
Oh.
we just threw the elevator in the car, and we went like, vroom. And then we were like, yo, hey kid, hand over your recorder. I'm gonna play, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on it, and then zoom out of here. Hey John, hand over your keytar. I'm gonna play, Duck Duck Goose. Is that a music?
Duck Duck Goose is not a music.
I'm gonna
That's
play
a
the
game.
Super Mario theme.
That's not a that's
The TV show, not the game.
That's still not classical music.
It's classical in my heart.
That's fair.
All right. So on Little Lions, did they go underwater at all?
I think they did occasionally
Yeah.
for plot reasons.
Speaking of underwater shows, have you heard of Dive Ollie Dive?
I have.
Oh yeah, we watched it
Oh yeah, we watched it. Well,
In the
we were
elevator.
Stuck in the elevator.
yesterday, and
Yeah, yesterday.
boy, that show is truly
It's
something.
technically a childhood TV show that we watched as a child because we are children.
We are still children. We are not over the age of 18,
We are not over the age of 18.
and never will be.
We are
This
stuck as minors forever.
But yeah, Dive Ollie Dive is truly something. Apparently, they started airing it in about 2004. A lot of these aired in around 2004. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's almost
It's
yeah.
almost like
It's
that's the.
almost like children were born in that year.
It's almost like people existed in 2004. Imagine existing in 2004. I don't have to, because I wasn't. I was born before 2004.
To be fair, I was born in 2004, but like really late 2004.
I can't believe
So
you
I
were
have no idea if that.
born in 2004. Oh my gosh.
Imagine being born in 2003.
Did you just dox me?
I
I've been doxed.
I was about to say I could like tell everyone your address, but no, I'm absolutely not doing that on a public podcast.
I'll do it. 1433 elevator.
Can't believe you just told everyone our location, dude. Now we're gonna get so many people coming into our elevator.
How are they gonna get in the elevator? Through the door?
Imagine. Yeah, of course. That's how we got in.
Oh yeah. The
We
door.
just can't get out.
Yeah. So, Dive Ollie Dive.
It is incredibly scary. I can confirm.
Horror movies try too hard. All they gotta do is just get the budget of a 2004 kids animated TV show and the same software as a 2004 kids animated TV show and the creators of Dive Ollie Dive and just have them keep making Dive Ollie Dive and the horror scene is good forever. So there's multiple characters in this TV show. There's Ollie, the submarine, which apparently is known for his speed.
As we all are.
Yeah. He's like the Sonic of this universe.
Yeah.
What was the other one's name? The other sub's name?
The other submarine was Beth.
Beth. The other submarine. She's like...
She exists.
She exists. And we'll get into Beth later.
And seems to have no use. Which is which is like, not great.
I mean, don't forget the hide and seek.
That's fair. She's pretty good at hide and seek. Well, no, she's not. She's terrible at hide and seek.
Horrible
I was
at it.
lying. She's terrible at it. She cannot find her friends who are 2 feet away and are just underwater.
Yeah.
Like,
Now, they were playing a set of rules for where if you get to the a certain location, you say, I don't remember what they say.
I don't
but
remember exactly what they said.
But
they had a
apparently
chant.
it was like a
Blind
chant, and then you win as a hider. So, Beth was counting the 10 in behind a rock, and then moves to
The
the
rock
left.
was the spot that.
Rock was a spot, and moves to the left. And Ollie, a little bit to the right of where she was, but just right underneath the water. And a sea otter?
Yeah, I think their name was like Bubby.
Bubby sounds right. Bubby the sea otter. They both just underneath the water, to the left and right of Beth. And they pop up, go to the rock, and win.
Like, she could have just looked underwater.
Yeah,
They wouldn't have won.
yeah. So first of all, not a good play on Ollie's part, or Bubby's, but, I mean,
And then they played it. Yeah, and then they played it later in the episode, and she had not learned a thing about how they play, and still looked above water. They did the exact same thing. It was terrible.
they really have optimized their hide and seek game with that. Now,
They really have.
this show isn't just about hide and seek. Dive Ollie Dive is a show.
A research sub.
A research sub. Apparently known for his speed. And they team up with either... I don't remember the scientist's name. And...
Yeah, I don't either. And Diver Doug, who has his teeth individually rendered.
His teeth
Like-
are individually rendered. And they're like, some of them are different heights. I don't think it was intentional. It doesn't look intentional.
No. They're different. They're different heights because that's how teeth work. The thing is, they're individually rendered.
Yeah, why would you individually render teeth? Like,
Yeah,
especially
unless
on
you're
like...
going for photorealistic. And also, he looks terrifying.
They all look terrifying. They all have
but
like a
he
matte
looks
texture.
even more terrifying. Yeah,
Oh,
everything has a matte texture too.
Yeah, literally everything. When there was they're all like made of
Like
metal. and
even
stuff.
the water. The water is the surface of the water is opaque and matte. It's a matte texture.
Ah, yes.
But like yeah, Diver Doug is terrifying, more so than anything else. But you know who's most terrifying?
Walter, the
Forward-faced Walter.
forward-facing Walter. So Walter, he's basically a little car, right? Like a little water car.
Yeah, he's a water scooter, but like
Water.
for underwater. An underwater scooter.
He's cross-eyed.
No, like his. Okay, so he's not intentionally cross-eyed. It's just a artifact of the design.
Yeah.
His head is at an angle, and so his eyes are angled outward, but they're not like on the sides of the head. So they're just like
Yeah.
they are like it's a weird. It's like a point where his eyes meet, and it makes for some weird, bad character design.
That's what it is. Yeah, and that's what's so horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you see him from the front, run.
Run.
Then
Then he won't catch you.
then he will not catch you.
But if you don't run immediately, he will catch you.
He will catch you. He may be not as fast as Ollie, who is known for his speed, but he is still fast. Let's say with the Sonic comparison, he is, I don't know Sonic. Tails, sure.
I don't know Sonic either. I don't know how fast Tails is. I know Tails can fly.
There were some other characters that were in this. There is a seahorse, a reoccurring seahorse, who
We don't know. We don't know who. What's his name? He doesn't have a name.
he doesn't have a
He
name.
just exists.
It's always just a cousin of like this one person that Ollie recognizes. It's just a red seahorse, and each time he's got a different hat and a different accent. There was like a southern one, I think, and he had a cowboy hat, and then there was like an Irish one, and he had like bagpipes. And
Wasn't there one with a fez?
oh no, it was a fez. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, the southern one had a fez.
Yeah. Then there's the otter, which the sea otter gets Ollie and the crew in wacky shenanigans, such as telling Ollie to go into a cave and getting caught in a net in the cave.
Or finding literal toxic waste.
And trying to poison.
Or it's this poison, but I was like trying to be funny.
Yeah, it just vials of poison, big old vials of poison, just sitting
Vats.
there. Vats.
Barrels. They're barrels.
Big old cups, nice glass.
Very large cups.
Yeah,
Like at least 2.
and I mean there was 2.
No, there were at least 2.
Oh yeah, I think 2 or 3, something like that. So yeah, at least 2. Now, my real question here is, why were the barrels of poison inside a old pirate ship or an old ship?
Who knows?
I'm starting to think that my little fan theory about Dive Ollie Dive is that the monkey, the little monkey pet of the scientist. Don't remember the monkey's
The
name.
lady scientist.
The ladies. He has a scuba suit. Little scuba suit for just a little monkey. He's like a little baby monkey. I feel like that is the antagonist of the story, because one episode, the monkey was telling Beth to not go find Ollie, who was missing. So that immediately
What? Whoa.
makes me think the monkey's the antagonist. So, my theory is that the monkey moved the barrels from wherever they were buried and put an anchor there to distract Ollie and the crew, while the sea otter finds the pirate ship with the barrels inside, and the sea otter would open the barrels, causing a lot of issue. But Ollie swoops in with his speed that he is well known for and saves the day. He really did. He really do go fast. He really is the Sonic of the sea. And also yellow.
You really do be yellow, though.
He really do be yellow. There were some other characters. Like, there was a crane who was Scottish and had like a really large chin. The first episode we watched, this crane was washing Ollie. And like, it was weird. And it was like, dropped him in the water. He's like, thank you, crane. I'm all clean. He's like, you're welcome, Ollie. Good luck on your trip to the Mediterranean Sea. And do not touch any crowns in the dirt. I sure won't, crane. And he proceeded to touch the crown in the dirt. What? But not pull it out of the water because Walter told him not to. Good. He should be the protagonist. He really should. We should.
Actually, no, he should not be.
He should not be.
Forward-facing wrong.
He should be the antagonist. That would make more sense. He wasn't seen in the episode with the barrels. He wasn't in that episode. He was the one who planted them. He has space on his back because he can see a person. He put the barrels there.
Wait, so if Walter is the new antagonist, who should the new protagonist be?
The sea otter. No. The new protagonist should be the crane.
It's just Pope.
Yeah, it's just me. I'm swimming in there. I'm swimming, and I'm like, yo, I'm real fast. I'm known for my speed. Let's go look at some rocks. And I'm like, oh boy. First of all, how am I underwater this long? Second of all,
That's a pretty good rock.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool rock. Let me take a picture of it. Where'd this camera come from? Who knows? I'm gonna retract it back into my body. Now watch me swim over here, and look, oh boy, hey Beth, you know, a talking submarine. Well, I'm just, me. Hey, did you know that there's a pirate ship over here? And this sensor screen that popped out of my face, no clue how. Don't ask questions, you submarine. That's where the vials of poison are.
Wait, that's what your screen face is for. It has the screen in it.
Oh, no, the screen.
You open it up and there's another screen inside. And that's the screen that displays things.
I was thinking that it would be a second screen that came out of my back, because that's where they all came out of. On Ollie, and it would just show me in front of it. It would be a second arm from behind my back. That it is, and all it is a mirror.
And it's gotta be matte textured too.
Yeah, everything is matte texture Pope. Now I get in there and I see Walter, the travel dude there. And he's like, he's there, he's shocked, he's frozen in fear at the sight of me, and me, known as for my speed. And I'm like, what are you doing with those barrels, Walter? And then I pull out a gun, and I tell him to drop the barrel, and then I save the day. It was only a water gun. It's got infinite ammo, though, because I'm underwater.
Yeah.
It's like one of the ones from the dollar store with like the little cap that you just pushed in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just off. I just ripped it off, so I just gotta shake my hand around a little. You can't stop me. I shook my hand a little. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. And then I go home and I save the day and I'm like, hey Diver Dan, I saved the day for you. And then he's like, who are you? Have you seen my submarine Ollie around? And then I awkwardly step back. Ollie is missing.
What? Whoa.
What? Whoa. Where is Ollie? He's still stuck in the glacier. What? Whoa. I was the antagonist the whole time.
Wild.
Those weren't poison.
Top
That was
10 anime trails.
Those weren't poison. That was fish food. Yeah, big barrels of fish food that Walter purposely put in a abandoned pirate ship, which apparently still had leather in it. I don't know how it wouldn't have fallen apart. Who knows? I will destroy the entire cast of Dive Ollie Dive. And I will take the boat, like the non-sentient boat from the scientist, and ride off in the sunset, and then the credits will roll.
Funny.
I
laugh.
will be the conqueror of the sea, destroyer of research submarines.
What? Whoa.
Dive, poke, dive, coming to Netflix. It's a Netflix original. Live action. Everything still got matte textures.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, speaking of Netflix releases. So did you know that VeggieTales was on Netflix for a little while?
Oh, it was?
It was, for like a very short, it was like years ago.
I've
when
never...
when I first moved to this town, but not when I first entered the elevator. The
Um,
elevator I entered a little bit later.
this very specific town, USA.
Yeah.
We are our nondescript location.
You literally told everyone where our elevator is.
Our nondescript location.
Our undisclosed location.
Our nondescript and non-disclosed location.
VeggieTales was on there for a little while, and so we watched it, obviously. I was like 9. And I say we. I'm also including my little sister, who exists on the planet.
Not in the elevator, though.
Not in the elevator, though.
It is just us.
It is just us in the elevator. She exists, and she watched it with me. And then, yeah, they just released almost all the VeggieTales, probably not almost all the VeggieTales episodes, on Netflix. And we watched them all, like 5 times. And they also released a VeggieTales live show recording that they
What?
had for some reason. And we also watched that 5 billion times.
Oh, wow.
And we still have songs in it stuck in our heads every so often. We still sing, Where's My Hairbrush? We still make references to Barbara Manatee. And also I occasionally think about the lip song.
The lip song?
Okay, I'm going to get the lip songs now. Or I'm going to send it to you at least.
We just listen. We just listened to this, right?
We
This
did.
song.
I can confirm.
There are fruit therapists?
I like that that's your first concern.
What issues are the fruits having? I mean,
They
vegetables.
like their
It is.
lips too much, apparently.
Yeah. That is true. That green sausage really liked his lips.